in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We have liftoff on the Charlie Rocket Show. I am your host, Charlie Rocket, aka CEO Charlie, aka Mr. Dream Crazy, aka Mr. Believe Bigger, aka Mr. Quantum Possibilities with the Quantum Piggy Bank, aka Mr. I am high on coffee. I just had my Four Sigmatic Shrooms coffee to get my frequency right when I just got done doing my quantum possibilities, and I'm just feeling the vibration, and I'm creating in my mind everything that I want to create for this world. Put my little CBD oil in there, get my vibrations right, because I have a vision for what I want to create. And a lot of times, a vision comes from something that makes you angry. And you guys know I'm a very positive individual. And I always hold in my anger, and I only show you guys the optimistic, positive side. But there are things that make me angry. And it's usually people who have ill intent, who are claiming they want to help somebody, but are really just trying to take their money, or they're just trying to be famous. And that's what this episode is all about. This is the first ever Rocket Rant. I want you to stick with me through this episode, okay? Stick with me, because I'm going to paint a picture and bring awareness to what's going on in our society. And it's dangerous because a lot of these guys have ill intent on wanting to help. And I don't want to expose individuals, but I do want to expose the paradigm that needs to be shifted. So please listen to this entire episode. Yes, it is a rant. But listen to this episode so you can be aware of what's going on in culture, on social media, in the marketplace of these motivators. Everybody's been afraid to call them out. But today, a shift begins. You are tuned into the Charlie Rocket Show. Let's get into the first ever Rocket Rant.
Warning, warning, warning. This is officially a Charlie Rocket Rant.
I do not do this. I'm usually an extremely positive, optimistic individual. But Jesus, can I have a day where I rant? And oh my God, nothing bothers me more than these internet motivators who are not truly about helping people. Nothing bothers me more than these guys who just want to be famous, and this is their first and only way of being cool. See, I come from hip hop, where people are actually cool, where we create cool, where we change culture. So it is very obvious to me who's just trying to be cool, who's just trying to get fame. And oh my God, I finally understand why rappers don't like other rappers. Oh my goodness, these internet motivators, when I look at them, it's like, oh my God, you just talk. All you do is talk, and all you do is tell people you should, with their fake followers. I really am doing everything in my power not to expose some of these people for their fake followers, because they're selling this, I call it the shallow end of the pool. Okay. Let me calm down. Breathe, Charlie. Breathe. We're only 2 minutes into the podcast, and we might be scaring some of the audience, so I don't care. This is a rant. I'm going to rant. If I want to rant, I deserve a rant. Can I just get a rant? Okay, forget calming down. All right, so what bothers me about some of these guys is they don't do anything but talk. And it's dangerous. It's dangerous because people listen. People get in and they get fascinated by the fancy cars, the mansions and whatever. And it's dangerous because I just wish people knew. I wish there was a list I wish there was a verified rating of these internet motivators. Okay, has this person actually run a business outside of speaking? Okay, that's the first thing I would like to know. Or is this person giving advice and that's the business? Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing, does this person have real or fake followers? Like that is the biggest misconception, and social media is new, and Instagram, and they haven't like cracked down on how to expose if you have fake followers, but there should be some sort of score on somebody's page that says what percentage of their followers are real. Because if somebody has fake followers, then immediately they look credible and people start listening, but they're listening to something that's fake, and it bothers me. And then they do a webinar. Just to say, I'm going to sell you something. Okay, now this is the biggest frustration, and I'm only 4 minutes in. I feel like I've been talking for 30 minutes, but it's only 4. I'm looking at the timer, and it's just like, okay. So the webinar. Oh, we got a webinar. I want to help you. So the scammer says, I want to help you. But secretly, they're saying, I want to sell you. Because the whole time you watch this entire webinar of some generic content that everybody's saying, and then you get hit with the right hook of, oh, but if you really want to be helped, buy this course, which is just going to be a few videos and a PDF document. And that bothers me. That people don't truly want to help. What they want is fame. And then what they want is a whole bunch of money for no value. That's why I want to solve this issue so bad with Rocket University. Because I would hate if I signed up for a university and paid $100 a month, or say I bought a course and I got a generic 10 videos and a PDF document. I'm like, that's not what I want. That just seems like I just spent my last dollar for this generic thing. Now, there are, many, good motivators and good online universities and good courses that exist. And I'm not talking about those guys. I'm talking about the people that are scamming, the people that are doing these masterminds, and these people that are doing these courses. And it just bothers me so much. So when I do my university and when I do my courses, I want it to be real value. I want it to be interactive. I'm calling it entertainment, to where there's going to be a physical aspect where you're going to be able to unlock things and you're going to be able to go to the next level. And it's going to be more than just 10 videos. You're going to be able to have a community. And it's just like, oh my goodness, I just want to create what I wish existed when I was in the darkest place of my life. When I was out there looking at the world and everybody's so freaking perfect. And I couldn't relate to anybody. And everybody had an ulterior motive. They didn't want to help. They didn't want to truly create something that helped people. They just wanted to take my money. And I promised myself, when I got into a position to be successful, I said, I'm going to reach my hand back and I'm going to create the person who I wish existed when I was in a bad place. And that's what I did in 2018. And in 2019, I'm going to create the community and the tools that I wish existed when I was in a bad place. Because good gosh moly, I wish I had a community like that was authentic, that was real, that wasn't a gimmick, that wasn't just some rich guy trying to get richer, or just some talker who's just trying to just tell generic stuff because he's never been through anything. And I look at these pop-up internet motivators, and they always say the words, you should. They always say, you should grind harder. You should wake up earlier. You should surround yourself with better people. And I'm like, oh my goodness, are all of you guys on repeat? It's absolutely insane how all of you are saying the same exact thing. And you're just looking for fame. You're just trying to be cool. And I just see everything you're doing and you're not doing anything. You're just talking, and they have all the same hand gestures and they have all the same angles and the little titles on top of their videos. It's literally robots on repeat. And I'm sick of it. And I want to change the paradigm. These guys are actually my inspiration for everything I don't want to be. There's so many of them. I was just on Instagram, and there's this guy who has made up his mind to become one of these motivators, and he's following the same template. And I'm like, oh my God, I wish we can create a new wave of motivators, a wave that's not another you should guy, not another, what every 20-year-old, Gary Vaynerchuk exists already. He owns that category. Stop duplicating, stop repeating. How about we go out and we do and teach people? Okay, I know this is a rant, so y'all gotta forgive me for this one. How I was inspired to teach was through my actions. I didn't want to tell people you should. I wanted to go live and teach people through what I experienced and what I learned, and I want to tell stories. Yes, there are Tony Robbins of the world, and they teach you lessons. And then there's Walt Disney's of the world, and they teach you lessons too. I want to be in the middle. People need stories that touch their hearts. People don't need just another list. Do these 5 things and you'll be successful, or do this 60 things and you'll be successful. Sometimes people need real stories so they can find something inside of them that they can relate to. And people remember stories, so when they forget number 6 on that 10-point list, they won't forget the story. We all remember stories. So I want to create a category of new motivators. I want to create a category of new podcasters. I want to create a new category of motivational speakers. I want us to link arms together. And if you're out there, please find me so we could link arms together, because there's so many of these scammers out there. And I look at those guys as the bad guys, and we got to be the superheroes. We got to create a new aisle in the grocery store that's called the natural or the organic food aisle. That's what I want to do. I want to give people the organic. These other guys, they're GMO, they're processed, they're fake. They're fake. They're using the shallow end of the pool to get everybody in, but it's shallow. What about the deep end? Because a shallow end, yes, that's easy to get in, but you can't get deep. I want to create the deep end of the pool. I want people to actually change. I want them to feel something. I want them to learn something from a place. See, I believe energy is transferable. And to me, it terrifies me that somebody who has negative energy, their purpose, their intent, and they're sharing that with people, people are receiving that. It's time to give good intent and share that energy with people so they actually can change their life, not just giving them dopamine shots of excitement and firing up for 10 minutes or 20 minutes. I want to create a new paradigm in this space. It is time. I have a vision. This is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to do. 2018 was me living an amazing story. 2019 is going to be me creating the tools and the communities so I can give these tools to everybody. Everything I've learned with health, everything I've learned with business, and I want to do it through storytelling and authenticity and not just being just like all these other guys who just want to be famous. It's time for something different. And if I see any of these guys getting out of control, I will expose them. And I'm not afraid to, because I'm not going to rely on them. I'm not going to rely. If they don't want to have me on their podcast or on their show, I don't care, because we've got a community here with Rocket Gang that is stronger than anybody's community. We don't need anybody else. And it's time for a line to be drawn in the sand. In the motivation space, there's a new wave coming. I have a vision for that new wave. That if you're going to help somebody, you're going to provide them with energy that comes from a good place, not just trying to charge them for 7 videos and a PDF document. When there's a university or a course that you launch, it comes from a place of authenticity. It comes with a community of people who care. It comes with something that's real, not just herding everybody like cattle. There's got to be something real about it. I want to solve that issue. When I launch my university, I'm going to launch it with this concept called entertrainment, where it becomes physical, where you get packages in the mail when you unlock certain levels, and you get rewarded for certain things you do as you're improving your health, or as you're learning with business, and as you're listening. Boom, you do 30 days in a row, you unlock, and you get another big package in the mail, and it becomes real. And we have link ups, and we do rocket runs together, and we do meet and greets together, and we create chapters, and we make it real to where it goes beyond, hey, just give me your money, and, here's your PDF document, and you're on your own. Or here's a $40,000 consultation. No. Everybody, please beware of these internet motivators who aren't doing anything in their lives other than talking. Ask yourself a question. Is this person just talking? Look behind the curtain. Understand what is really going on. And I know nobody in the space has the balls to call these guys out. And now you guys know I'm a super positive person, and I love putting out positive energy. But it's Friday night right now, and I'm on Instagram looking at these guys, and I said, there needs to be a new day. And if it takes me calling them out, I'm going to do it. But I'm going to need you guys to stand strong with me. I'm going to need you guys to stand strong. Because a lot of the guys in the space, they might be like, oh, we don't like Charlie because he's threatening our existence of being a scamming motivator or just being a talker motivator who's not doing anything. The reason why I love Andy Frisella so much is he has a real business. He's really teaching from things he's doing every single day and experiencing every single day. The Andy Frisella is one of the most genuine people I've ever met. Drama, genuine. Ed Milet, genuine. I'm not even going to stoop low and call out anybody's names who's on the evil side. But I will talk about the positive guys. And there's only a handful of people I respect. And if you guys really want to dive deep into it, there's tools on the internet where you could check to see who has real followers and who has fake followers. Who's getting fake likes just to make it look like they have status. So when they're giving their fake advice, they look credible, but it's fake. And it's toying with people's minds. I built my following up to 100,000. No gimmicks, no giving away iPhones and iPods and tag 3 people. When we give things away, it's really giving it away. When we're helping people with their houses or with their cars, it's really to help them, not to help me. It's time for a new day in the motivation space. And I want to spearhead it. And this is a Friday night rant. I am very apologetic that I have to share some negative energy. But you know what? If me sharing a little bit of negative energy creates a positive movement and wakes people up, then I'm willing to do that. and I know it's out of my character, but it really does piss me off. I believe in something bigger. I believe there's going to be other motivators like me that reach out and find me, and we create a wave, and we do speaking engagements together. And when we're on stage, we're not just doing some speech just to hit you with a, okay, right now for 79% off, if you just go to the back table and sign up, it'll be 97% off right now. But even at 97% off, it's still $2,000, but it'll go up to $200,000 tomorrow. Like, that's literally what these guys do. Not all of them, but some of them. And I want to link with the positive ones. And I want us to join arms, and I want us to create a coalition so that you can have a section of the grocery store that's organic, non-GMO, all natural, no labels, not processed, just good from the heart, motivation, knowledge, inspiration. Whew, that was this special Rocket Report rant. Whew, just had to get that off my chest. This hopefully won't happen often, but as long as there's evil out in the world, sometimes I'm gonna have to rant a little bit. Stay tuned for Rocket HQ and Rocket University with the entertainment modules. I'm going to solve all these issues. You know, when things are dark, a little light shines brighter than ever, and it's dark out here. Internet motivation is still in its infancy stages. People are going to wake up. Just like we used to click on those banner ads with the little targets and the little games, after a while we woke up and we saw we want something real. We're not going to click on those gimmicky banners anymore. In 2019, I want to draw that line in the sand. Internet motivation 1.0 is officially over. And all you guys, y'all are going to get exposed. I'm tuning out. That was the official Rocket Rant report. See you guys.